Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to the end of the beginning. Where once we were the vassal, soon the shoe will be in the other foot. Or however it works, I don't really understand organic creatures. Hey, we're back with Stellaris, another featured video for the Overlord DLC. This is a sponsored video by Paradox, and you can check out more information down below in the doobly-doo for where you can pick up Overlord, as well as a list of some of the more features. So we are now in the year 2253. We've expanded as much as we could as a vassal while getting boxed in by a few neighbors, when suddenly we got an event. A broken empire with no great leader to hold them together. The Holy Numerian Empire, which was our overlord, has dissolved into several parts, with each claiming their right to rule over the old empire. Without the strength or legitimacy of old, however, their hold over all their vassals has crumbled to nothing, with the disparate parts of the old empire fighting over the throne of the Holy Numerian Empire. Their old subjects are trying to find their way in their now independent future. So we can say, free once more then. That's it. You know, we just don't have an overlord anymore. Everything's groovy. But I think we're going to take option number 2 here. It is time for a new leader to take charge. We gain a subjugation casus belli against the Holy Numerian Empire and all of its old vassals for 30 years. That's actually a pretty sick CB. 30 years for the subjugation CB. It's kind of handy. Save us a little bit of effort. So we're gonna go ahead with option B over there, and yeah, a little bit of warfare has broken out in the galaxy, or at least in our local area over here. You'll also notice that we do have one of these situations brewing. This is one of those new things coming out here with the Overlord and Overlord patch, where you can get these situations that can happen with various shortages. Now, the food shortage situation developed because I may or may not have run into a world with primitives, and I may or may not have conquered them and chosen to exterminate them. In the meantime, there was a moment where we were running negative food, which generated this food shortage event. Now, it's not actually getting any worse because we don't actually have a food deficit because we have no more organics to feed. I did test. I can immediately get rid of this by simply having like a single agricultural district and producing a little bit of food, but I wanted to leave it in here because it's quite interesting to be able to show off the shortages, even though this one doesn't hurt us at all. If we were to produce any food, the progress, which is currently at 15, would rapidly drop down to 0 and eliminate it. If we were running an actual food deficit, for example, if we got some more organics that we were deciding to, I don't know, enslave rather than exterminate, for example, then the food shortage number would increase and then eventually lead to a pretty bad effect. But this isn't actually going to be a problem for us at all. By the way, if the map looks a little bit different than it did in the first video featuring Overlord, it's because technically this was a different save here. Actually, technically this save was from before the first video. But so I'm eager to get back into it now that things have collapsed. So I got a handful of planets, a handful of ships. Also, very, very soon now, I am going to be getting cruisers, which is kind of nice. We might want to hold off on the war until right then. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause now. I've got some transport ships ready. Actually, probably need more. There you go. Target of many CBs, as all the various parts of the old empire, as well as some of the old vassals and things like that, all decide that they would like to go kind of aggro. Closed borders, research agreement broken, that's all fine. Right, because I did, in this game here, I did make the research agreement with my overlord because they had a lot of techs that were ahead of us here. Now what? Okay, yes, a bunch of new empires now exist, so they're joining the Galactic Council. Alrighty. And Holy Numerian Empire, okay. We're going to get a lot of diplomatic changes very, very quickly here. One thing I think I want is some more armies. I want a good number of them ready for the war. I suppose I could wait a little bit before raising them up because they do have maintenance. And we might want to wait because I don't have a full fleet right now because I was waiting for those cruisers to come in. It would have actually been nice maybe if the break in the Empire had waited just 9 months, or maybe about like 12 months or so for the for my cruiser tech to come in and for me to start building them. Could get the battle frame army. Civic slot's always good. Primary Nexus, that's the upgrade to the Capitol building. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll call it all right. And otherwise, yeah, I am going to wait for that tech to come in, I think. I don't know. Can I go after these guys now? What do we compare to these guys? Inferior tech, equivalent fleets. Oh, they're still a vassal, these ones here, to something else. Okay, hold on. What about the Neo-Numerians here? Unknown, unknown. Let's send a spy over here and figure out what their situation is like. And yeah, maybe what we'll do is we'll get the fleet and the transport adjacent to that, and we'll see what we can do. I mean, we've got an idea about this fleet here at 800. That's different people. Yeah, that might be a good war for us to start off with, actually. You know what? And if that's the case, I'm betting... Frig it. Let's just go ahead, build up our destroyers now, and what we're going to do is we'll throw them in, and then we can always replace them with a slew of cruisers afterwards. Or just start a second fleet, go over a naval capacity for a little while, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the universe. Keep, like, freaking out about this, but no, we're not actually short of food.
Acquisition successful.
Cruiser tech, yes. Okay, you know what? That came a little faster than I thought it would. Actually, I think I'm going to want the crystal mines right now. But let me go in here, into my shipyards, and do some cancellations over here. And then we're going to get our cruisers here with some redesigning. I was going to say, we have a disruptor set up. I think I'm just going to want to have all my ships just use disruptors right now. Because either you want all your ships using disruptors, in my opinion, you want all your ships using disruptors or none of them. Because if some ships are using weapons that don't ignore shields or armor, it feels pretty crummy. So I'll do that. I don't like that it's rank 1. We do have level 3 UV lasers, but I don't know. I'll do the first batch of ships this way. Can I do one more shield? No. I wonder if anyone else is using disruptors. Maybe I should use some crystal infused plates. Okay. Steel Bastion, sure, that's fine. And then if we go into our fleet design, what I'm going to do is pull back on these. Although I guess there's already 6 more. So there we go. And then we'll add in the cruisers in here. And I don't think that's entirely... Oh, the cruisers need crystals. Right, because of the hull, they do. Yeah, let's replace this with armor, because I don't actually have the crystals right now. So we'll save that, and now... Perfect. There we go. Queue up some cruisers. Okay. And once they come in, we're going to be in good shape. Yeah, so we have a bit of a deficit of those. Hello, traditions. Yeah, I may as well keep working on synchronicity, which I felt like a good pick for our empire here. Rare crystal shortage going up. What am I consuming the crystals on? I must have a building. Yes. And we don't have a market where I can buy it right now. Look, it is a good thing that we're teching towards that. What I should do is make sure to park... Oh, I still have an old research project here from my empire, or my Overlord job. I'm going to send a construction ship here to hook up that crystal, and I don't think we've got another one. Okay. But yeah, this crystal shortage is increasing. Hold on. What building of ours... I think I got to dismantle it. Did I upgrade you? Yeah, hold on. Let me downgrade this, because I do not want that crystal shortage growing. There we go. Good. You can upgrade the main building. This should be fine, right? Because this... Yeah. That one's going to be all right. But yeah, we can eliminate this crystal shortage as soon as that construction gets done, which is going to have to wait for the tech. All right. So our fleet is assembling. And yeah, I think we'll be able to make a pretty good hit on these guys. Assuming I'm seeing things correctly here. It looks like it's going to be okay. Communications intercepted. Yeah, of course we're going to be friendly. We are friend bots. Sorry, I know I'm going kind of quick here, but I kind of want to show the end of the war. I want to show the event and also the end of the war, if at all possible here. Oh, I'm not going to participate in any votes. Let's just keep it moving. Maximum speed. See what kind of damage we can do. Reinforcements in transit. Great stuff. You have an admiral. You're going to need a general. Specifically, we're going to need a general. Let's go for maximum damage. Okay, that's going to be okay. Bum, 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 bum. I could probably start it now. My ships are there. I would like the first... inferior pathetic. Okay, that's just what we wanted to confirm. So that really is all they've got. It'd be nice if we had just a little bit more. Just a little bit more in here. Oh, my shipyards. Wait. Did the cruisers get built? They're reinforcing? Wow, the cruisers got built a lot faster than I expected. Okay, I just want to see these numbers tick up before we pull the trigger. What am I full on? Oh yeah, influence. Yep, that's fine. There we go. Okay, our numbers have gone up. Beautiful. Let's get things started. So we're going to declare war, and we are going to subjugate them.
Diplomatic alert. War protocols initiated.
How the turns table. All right, let's fleet stance aggressive, and go, 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 go. Merge these transports. And let's follow our fleet here. But yeah, we should be a good... Because they were used to be, like, super duper superior. Okay, excellent. This is one of the missions we got, because I am running the... I can't remember what the name of that specialization was, but we were the specialization where we helped our Overlord with mining things, and you get events where you got to choose, like, oh, did we discover credits? Did we discover minerals? And this was another crystal cache. I thought it was a good idea to get the rare elements. So we got a little bit stored up, which means I could go and re-upgrade that building again, but I'm not going to worry about it until these minerals get hooked up. All right, let's go back and watch our fleet get into combat here. Normal speed. Oh, quite a messy melee here. Well, I mean, it's destroyers and corvettes, so they're always going to be in a little bit of a direct melee. But it looks like we are going to take these guys out with a great deal of ease. I don't suppose we can get scanners on their stuff, huh? No, okay.
Technological acquisition successful.
Oh, new archaeological project and cold fusion reactor. Not a huge deal right now, because I think we had plenty of energy. Actually, speaking of energy, though, I think the energy nexus is a good idea. Remember, as a robot race, a lot of buildings use energy instead of consumer goods, so getting the extra energy production is going to be really important to make sure our economy doesn't collapse as we build more research labs and whatnot. So we're going to finish these guys off. We'll go for the starbase after this, which we should be able to take out. Starbases have big numbers, 2k strength, but they're not as powerful as ships because they're really easy to hit. The Neo-Numerian Committee, who isn't what we're fighting. We're fighting the Neo-Numerian Star Realms. But yeah, a lot of things are going to collapse pretty quickly here.
Stationary asset engaged.
Hopefully this war is going to go okay. I'm pretty sure everything is going to be fine. I'm a little concerned about fighting the starbase. And because the hit point bar will always look scary, but we should do damage a lot faster. There's also little ships that got involved too. Fastest speed. Come on, baby. Hear me, baby. Hold together. We can do this. Come on, ships. Ooh, quite a few of our ships are trying to run away here. Oh, did they have... Oh, that's just a science ship. Okay. And they're spamming out some more ships, and I think we're getting a little distracted shooting those while the starbase is still doing damage. The health bar is moving the right direction, but yeah, we don't have a lot of vessels left over here. I think we're going to be fine. Oh yeah, more subjugation CVs. Come on. Well, this is actually one of the longest fights, because this is speed 3. This is one of the longest fights I've ever seen in Stellaris. Holy cow. All right.
Situation log adjusted.
Hey, Breath of Galactic Market. Cool. When that's done, we can buy more crystals, which we don't need. There you go. There's our crystal mining. Groovy. We're not really going to be building more corvettes for a while. Although it'd be cool. I might do go like torpedo corvettes in this game. I don't think we're going to go living metal right now. I think we'll probably just grab more tech for now, and that's going to be okay. But my construction ships, you... pleased to be constructing that and that. So I like the science vassal option for you get a lot of extra bonus tech. You can tech up a lot faster, and you even get like the ability to have more like research resources for your like research bases, right? You know, you find another source of like physics research or things. But the industrial one and the ability to spawn more rare minerals within your borders is really nice. I haven't played the military vassal yet, so I know you get a bunch of free ships. I don't know if you get any other permanent bonuses. Come on, you can do it. Oh shoot. Meter's sliding as another ship goes away. We'll probably see another tick to the left if we lose another cruiser here. Come on. Come on.
Construction complete.
Oh my god, I've never been so tense. Oh, their hull points keep going up because they're spawning more ships is what's going on. Can I reinforce like mid-combat? I mean, I can start the new ships. I don't know if they can reinforce in battle though. No, yeah, our fleet escaped. Dang. All right, that's okay. Round 2 should go much better. Because we're going to have a lot more... Oh, actually, hold on. I want to... Can I cancel the build queues from here? I don't know, but what I'm going to do... Yeah, the cruisers are fine. I'm just going to cancel these destroyers. And over here, yeah, don't build more destroyers. But let's go maximum cruisers here. Hopefully they're not lost in space too long. Ah, that's too bad. Yeah, I'm not sure the disruptor tech is the right choice right here. I'm not sure that the level 1 disruptors are worthwhile. But especially now that we're rebuilding the fleet and coming back here and we can do an upgrade, there's a chance what we might want to do right now, actually. First of all, when you redesign the cruiser, we might want to redo these for the lasers. I mean, it is a substantial damage dump, right? 3 times as much DPS, but of course not very effective against shields. But also the advantage is our cruisers could have more of like an artillery bow with long-range weapons, which is going to be much better against the starbase. Although we're still going to be fighting destroyers and corvettes right now, so I think standardizing around medium weapons is still kind of correct. In fact, you could go pure mediums. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of some small weapons just to be able to maybe shoot down some of the attackers. If we did go back to lasers, what's the range on the mediums here? 60. Line, try to keep a 50, which I think is okay. Yeah, maybe a redesign there does make a lot of sense. Oh, we tons of power, excess of power. I don't think afterburners are really worth it on cruisers. Like, it's probably worth just downrating the fusion generator. I mean, I know we get a little bit of extra stats here, but barely, and I think it's worth saving the extra resources and construction time. We'll do that. Yeah, I'll redesign the destroyers with the lasers as well. And same thing, derate you a little bit. And I don't know if we still have corvettes. I think we might have. We do have a few actually in that fleet. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. I suppose I could use the enhanced hull because we do have some crystals, but I don't think I'm gonna. Okay, this fleet is back, so let's put you in a queue for some upgrades / repairs. We're gonna take a second whack at these guys. I've never had such an epic fight against a starbase before. That was incredible. So repair and construct some more. Upgrades are still happening. I think I have 3 shipyards over here. So the upgrade queue is going to go pretty darn fast. They've rebuilt pretty strong too, but our fleet's going to be substantially stronger this time around. Now, the combat strength's gone up on paper because of the guns we're using. We're no longer ignoring shields and armor. But I actually don't expect these guys to have that powerful shield and armor, so maybe the bypass wasn't all that important. I don't usually do the disruptor ships, except maybe like with when I get the higher tier disruption weapons. But, you know, maybe that's a lesson I should have remembered. Okay, a couple more cruisers coming in here. Our naval capacity's gone up. Our fleet limit is still here, but I could create a second fleet here, which seems like a good idea. And yeah, at this stage in the game... Oops, what's going on here? At this stage in the game, I think just pure cruisers is fine. So yeah, we'll start the next group and be ready to go. So yeah, those other fleets, I think they're the reinforcements that are still coming to this, but... Actually, I might want to give them a tick to catch up. I can see them on the map. So I'll just have these guys pause for a sec until I see these fleets collapse in, and we'll send the rest. Yeah, a couple more cruisers, actually. That's definitely going to be worth making sure it's in the main force. Another 500 combat strength.
Acquisition successful.
Planetary grid. There's Ion Disruptor would be the second tier. That would have kind of made a difference. I think I'm going to hold off on it. I'll just get the extra energy credits. That's going to be fine. This fleet's going to go ahead and jump in. We got a new weapon, so I think it does the auto upgrade of ships. That's why they were prompted for the upgrades. It's probably just for the reactor ones more. Okay, absolutely obliterated the fleet like instantaneously this time. And yeah, we're going to exterminate this. I think those disruptors were a little obsolete, and we didn't necessarily come in with the full critical mass to just obliterate these like super duper fast like last time. Okay, I'm going to move the transports in. And actually, we might want a science ship over here because there might be some science debris. So we'll move some science ships a little closer.
Diplomatic alert. Supranational federal entity established.
Rogaine Straits. Kill the transports now. Yeah, done. Wonderful. We'll put you in orbit around the planet here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and be indiscriminate bombardment.
Acquisition successful.
What kind of army we're looking at? 240, which we've got more, but not much more. It's probably fine. We could let them get booped a little bit. Oh, this is one of my leaders somewhere. Just died off. And naval capacity, more info. I mean, we're captain influence, but later on we might want more, or the edicts. But you know what? I'll grab the naval capacity now, since we're actually sitting at our cap for a little bit. And this fleet, I'm going to get to just move in a little closer as well. Oh yeah, it was one of these scientists. But I think I have a maniacal one, or Spark of Genius one, on a science ship. So we'll just put you in charge of some sciencing. Thank you very much. All right, let's land these guys. Yeah. Yeah, we should be fine. Fingers crossed. That it doesn't end up like the first attack on the starbase.
Planetary pacification protocols initiated.
Yeah, they have some good defensive stats. That's why, like, in terms of strength, they weren't that far off, but they had a lot fewer people, so I was going to say it might work out where they keep booping some of our dudes, but no, we are A-okay. Farragon 1 is ours.
Units have achieved all
and I was going to say that's going to be 100% here. Achieve war goals. Which I think would have timed out shortly anyway.
Technological acquisition success.
Victory. They are now one of our subjects. Excellent. So we can chit-chat with them, and we can negotiate now the overlordage agreement. We could leave them as is, and actually they generate loyalty per turn and be great, but I wouldn't be able to integrate them. I could flip this over, then they're definitely going to lose some loyalty, but probably not enough to be a problem. I could tax them some more. Overlord conflict, right? Right now they're not even, they don't even need to join my conflicts, right? Whereas defensive, they'll have to protect me. Offensive wars are all... It's interesting that offensive doesn't cover defenses, right? You got to do this. And here we'll promise to defend them, but that is all. We could go and change that and get some extra loyalty. We could build our holdings, right? We should actually unlock this and see what we can do. Oh, do I have to wait? Ah, boo! Boo! I want to build some agreements right now. Aw, or some holdings right now. Oh, that's a shame. And yeah, I could drop them. Protectorate's the only thing available because they're kind of backwards compared to me right now, just because they've been blown up so much. Ooh, orbital ring. Yeah. Who doesn't like megastructures? I know I do. Okay, we are well over our naval capacity over here. And we don't actually have any more starbase capacity either. But what I can do is I can redo some of my starbases over here to be anchorages, or even start another one. I thought I was researching more starbase capacity, but that must have been in the other game that I'd queued it up. Yeah. It's the problem with multiple timelines over here. Gets a little confusing sometimes. Although, despite the fact that we are over naval limit, our economy is just fine. We're not actually going down. And actually, do I produce the gases? I do produce the gases. Great. I'm going to upgrade the energy grid. That's going to help make sure our economy stays nice and healthy. And anyway, from here on, I would just go and chain to the next person. I don't know who that would be. The Numerians over here. Okay, this is the original, I think, empire, and they are still superior in tech and overwhelming in tech and superior in fleet. So as much as I'd like to grab these guys for the hyper relay, I think I'd have to go for another target. These guys over here, yeah, they already bend the knee to the Prince Electorate, but the Prince Electorate, what would happen if I vassalize them? Because they have 2 vassals. I mean, I'd have to beat up all these guys, but I wonder if the other vassals become independent or if I get them as well. I guess that's not going to be a question I can answer today, unfortunately. But maybe whenever we get around to our next Let's Play for Stellaris, we are going to be able to answer some of those questions. We are going to be wrapping up this video here. This is the second of a 2-part sponsored series by Paradox for the Overlord DLC. Please check the description box down below for more information, as well as links as where you can pick up this newest expansion. And have fun conquering the galaxy, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.